everyone, welcome to our math lesson today. I am Miss Long and I'm going to walk you through comparing whole numbers using the greater than, less than, and equal to symbols up to the billions place. And we're going to get started by looking at this anchor chart here. It shows us our symbols, it tells us what they mean, and it gives us some examples. So you can pause this recording and take a look at that in depth if you would like. But remember that we read these from left to right, these symbols left to right. And what I mean by that is if we look at our question here, we have a list of numbers shown, and we want to know which comparison is true. So we have to do a couple of things here. We have to look at our place values, and I'm going to grab a little drawing tool here. We have to look at our place values, and we're going to start in our farthest left-hand spot. And these all have the same number of digits, the same place value, and they all start in the 100 millions place, and we have a 5. So when we are looking at all of the same digits in that place value, we know we need to move to the right and compare the next digit. So we have a 6, a 6, and a 6. So far, the same. Now we're going to look in the millions place. We have a 2, a 2, and a 1. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. This number right here is going to be our least number, or our, well, sorry guys, let me undo for a second. It's going to be our smallest number, and I'm going to put that over here so we know that it's our smallest, and then this other one we will label in just a second. Alright, so now that we've got that one out of the way, we're going to look at these two. We're going to go to the next place value. Since they both have a 2 in the millions place, we're going to go to the hundred thousands, and we have a 3 and a 2. Well, 3 is larger than 2, so this number right here is going to be our largest. So I'm just going to move this label over here and put that on there. And this number in the middle is going to be the middle number. Alright, so now we need to look at our answer choices. We see our symbols, and I am noticing that these are all going in the same direction, and I would read that as left to right, less than, less than, less than. So if these numbers over here are less than this number, we are going from least to greatest, or we could say smallest to largest. Okay, least to greatest or smallest to largest. All right, well, we did the hard work up here. We're going to grab our smallest number, and I can compare it. Okay, I'm looking for a 5, 6, 1 in the little millions period. Do I have that here? No. So I can go ahead and mark out A, because I need my smallest number first. Okay, I see my smallest number here. We're going to leave it and come back and check the rest of it. Do I see my smallest number here? I have a 5, 6, 1. Nope, I have a 5, 6, 2. So I'm going to mark it out. Down here, I see that 5, 6, 1. So I can leave it. Now we're going to get our second smallest number, which was here in the middle. And we have 5, 6, 2, 2. 5, 6, 2, 2. 5, 6, 2, 3. Oh, that's not right, is it? So I'm going to mark that one out. Let's check this one. 5, 6, 2, 2. Okay, we're getting somewhere. That is the same number that needs to be there, but we always have to check and make sure we're good. So I'm going to go down here to the largest, And I have 562-398-114. 562-398-114. All right. So answer choice B is my correct answer because it has them listed in order from least to greatest. You will have an exit ticket here at the end of our quiz going over a similar problem. Now we're going to represent data on a dot plot. Okay. Here is an example of representing data on a dot plot. We have an x-axis right here. That is our horizontal or laying on the ground axis, and it's going to be our title bar. That's where we're going to put our title to match that data. And then if you look at the y-axis, the data going up and down, that's going to be the dots that you put on there. And each dot represents a set of data for that particular number that's labeled. So let's go into more detail about what that means. Here I have a question or a statement saying that we have a frequency table that shows the number of kids who bought different numbers of pounds of Lego bricks from a toy store. So there are these Lego stores you can go into and you buy Legos by the pound. So that's what this is talking about. And it wants us to draw a dot plot to represent this data. So I'm going to draw my x-axis here, and I'm going to label it the number of pounds that were bought. Okay, so I'm going to get my little text tool here, number of pounds of Legos, not legs, Legos. All right, and then I'm going to label these 1, 2, 3, and 4 because that's the pounds I have listed here, and I want to put those in order. So now I'm going to go through and I'm going to put a dot for each data set. So I have 1 pound of Legos and 3 kids bought that. So I'm going to say 1. That really needs to be bigger, doesn't it? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. And this is going to be really large for this next one. So for 2 pounds, we had 5 kids that bought it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For 3 pounds, 2 kids bought that. 1, 2. And for 4 pounds, we have 4 kids. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, now I have a visual representation of my data here that I can compare, I can look at, I can say, okay, what pound had the most purchases? Well, 2. Which one had the least? 3 pounds had the least. All right, thank you for listening today. Here is your comparison exit ticket. And you will need to complete that today. And here is your dot plot exit ticket. Please complete that today as well. Good luck. I had fun learning with you today, and I hope you have a great day.